Hi friends, welcome back. And today we are going to discussing about our radio buttons and checkbox, how to handle in our Selenium. Okay. And in this session, how radio buttons and all we can able to handle. See, this is the male and female. Whenever your page is loaded, by default there is no selection for this particular drop downs. Okay. And checkbox also multiple checkbox will be available. Okay. And but radio button having for single selection, how we can able to select this one. Okay, if I inspect this specific element, you can see we have the type as radio button and name it as a options. Okay, if I search by using for the name, okay, we have two radio options we have. Okay, if we go for value attribute, then we have for direct mail, it is having four attributes we have. Then I'm going to use for, I'll create for XPath input. Okay, and I'm going to add the red symbol and I'm specifying now one of one value it is presented. Okay, by using this we can able to select for single selection. Okay, how we can able to do, first we'll see for single selection and then we can see for multi selection options. Okay, required video and checkbox. Okay, and here I will go ahead and copy these two lines of code. I'll paste it here. Okay, then I'm going to use for driver dot find element. Okay, by dot x path, and I'm going to specify my x path here directly to selecting for the mail. Okay, and then dot click. Okay, this is we can able to click direct, and we know directly once we done it, and automatically we can close the driver. So, and here once it is click, we can't see that, right? If you keep on open, then we can see, but you don't know whether it is selected or not, right? For this case we can able to use for assert usage is true to provide we can store this value and then we can see I web element equals, and then I'm going to close this one. Okay, element dot click, and then I'm going to use for element dot is selected. Okay, this will say that if it is selected, automatically we can get for element is not selected. Okay, now this is my assertion. Once it is selected, we are going to check that particular element is selected or not. If it's not selected, then we are going to get for uh, failure. Okay, now I'm opening for Explorer. Now radio buttons, running this one. Okay. Now you can see my web browser, it will open, and then you can able to see, right, specific drop down will be selected. Once it is selected, then automatically we can get it for pass. Okay, my test case got passed. Okay, and this way we can able to do passing case also. Okay, there is a single selection of element. Then what about for multi? Okay, for the multi selection time we need to use for different approach. Okay, now I'm going to commenting these sections. Now here I want to select for multiple options. Okay, for this diver dot. Now we are going to use for find elements because multiple elements we need to capture. Okay, y dot name, or we can able to take as a x path as well. I'll take this one. After it, two options we have, and I'll copy this one. Okay, I'll go for by using for the name. I'll use for x path. Okay, and here I'm going to use for my x path. I'm saving this one. Okay, for this particular element we need to save into one place, right? How we need to save these elements into one place? Basically we can take it from I list element. Okay, and it will return for list of web element. Okay, find elements, it will return for list of web elements. I'm going to use for list. Keep it this way. Okay, now you can see we can able to get the list of elements here. Okay, and now I'm going to use for here what we can do. I'm going to do for loop now. Okay, for loop. Okay, here int I equal to 0. Okay, I equal to 0. I is greater than list dot count. Okay, list dot count, and I plus plus. I'm going to check for every time both the values. Okay, now here I'm going to check the if condition. If list I is selected, then we can able to say not selected. If it is not selected, then go inside and list I dot click. If it is not selected, then go and click that particular one. Okay, and then we need to verify the assertion as well, right? Now inside this itself we are going to check the assertion as well. Okay, now I'm going to take this entire value and I'm pasting here. Selected. If it is selected, then I'm going to do for true. Otherwise, we can go ahead and false. Okay. If it is not, if it is come out of this, then what we can do, right? Then we can keep it this one into outside as well. No issues. Okay. If outside. Now I'm going to run this one. Okay. Again. Now we can see both the values. It is well. It is clicked for both the values, but I don't want to do for both the values to check it. Okay. I want to check if particular value is matched. Particular value is matched means which is the user is expected if condition or something, that based upon that we need to get it. How you can able to get it, right? You can able to see this one list value dot get attribute. And what attribute we need to get? This is the male attribute value. Okay, this attribute value, if you get it, then you can able to do some if condition again. Okay, uh, for this we can able to string name equal to, then by using for if condition like selecting purpose, we can able to use this one. The name is equal to what is the name of this mail? Okay, mail. Okay, once it is selected, then we are going to break the loop. I don't want to select for any other things. Okay, I want to break the loop. Now what I'm done, right? Just I'm going to get the specific element value. Okay, if that specific value having for uh, certain value like the name. Okay, this assertion we need to keep inside actually. Why? Because if you are keeping outside, no, whenever it is coming outside, like now, now imagine if the name is not matched, okay, first time, then automatically go for the assertion, it will fail itself here. Okay, if you keep inside, no, it will selected value only, it will go for assertion. Okay, now again I'm going to expanding this one, explorer, and again I'm running this one. Okay, this time it will get the attribute value and then specific attribute value it will click. See, male it is clicked and our test case got passed. Okay. Now if you want to click for female, then we need to take the female drop down value. Female, you can see female, and then I'm going to run. Now if you want to in the single place, if you want to keep it, another if condition. It's a male condition. One is male and another one is female. Okay. The two places, two if conditions, it will take that. If any one it is matched and the specific location, it will go on click. Okay. Now again, I'm going to run this one. Now male is selected and enter for loop got script bit. Okay. This way we can able to select from multiple values for radio button. Okay. The similar format even we can able to use for checkbox, but only one thing we need to see here. Radio button will allow for single selection of attribute. Okay, but radio checkbox is not like that. You can able to select for multiple options. Okay, then how you can able to select these options? Okay, to do that you can able to see here, and type is radio button and id is there and value is cricket. Okay, here is the type as basically checkbox. Okay, if you take this checkbox, copying this one, see we have three values. Okay, type as checkbox and three checkboxes I want to check and I want to verify those checkboxes having for checked or not. Okay, every time I need to use similar format of how radio button we have done, right? The similar format we need to do for checkbox as well. Okay, checkbox also we need to do. Then how we can able to, now I'm going to copying this entire value. Okay, and even you can copy this entire things. To go to here, copy and paste it. Okay, now I'm going to use for list one. Okay, in this list one what we are going to do, and I'm going to get the list of checkboxes. Even if you want direct means you can take the direct value which is id is presented. Okay, take the id or value attribute to create the xpath and you can able to click it directly. There is no issue. But only I'm going to show you for multiple checkboxes and multiple radio buttons clicking purpose. Okay. I'm pasting here. Okay. Now this is having for multiple list of things. Okay. And just I'm going to remove this and also in the break because we should not keep the break. Okay. Now I want to change this into here. One here. And starting time we have used for e selector, right? Should not use this one, and we can use this one dot selected selected. If it is not selected, then we need to go inside and we need to click and we need to verify that particular specific value whether we are able to select it or not. Okay. Now this is all about we change that list here and specified and list value to consumption and then list value list value. Now you can see all the checkboxes it will select now. Okay. Now I'm going to run. Mm. Oh, sorry. This is CSS select. Created path as CSS selector. Then I'm trying to run it. Okay. I'll run. See, all the checkboxes are checked and also be done for accession perfectly without any issue. Okay, this way we can able to handle for radio button and checkbox. I hope it this entire information is okay. Thank you for watching and please do subscribe and share to your friends and colleagues. Thank you.